That's from the heart. So I'm talking to theater people, so I know you particularly get that. So I don't remember not knowing Jerry Doty. We grew up in Indiana on a lake, and I'm the younger of two brothers. My older brother's here. And the Dotys lived 2 houses away, and they were 3 brothers. Jerry was the youngest of them. And so we had open door policies. We did everything together from, we were just chatting, snowball fights and ice skating and water skiing and, getting into mischief for sure, particularly. And the younger brothers, we learned very well from our older brothers, some fun stuff to do and have a good time. So, so that's how long I've known Jerry. I like to think, for myself, I use adjectives. So adjective number 1 for Jerry would be, he was silly. At that time, being young, not being the biggest guy, Jerry was a little gangly and tall. He was a guy that we could just laugh and joke and play and be silly and do really silly kinds of things. I told him, I was your first improv partner, because we played the most extraordinary imaginary games with hand me the this or the that, and do it all. And so it was very, very fun, very, very playful for us. We were in junior high. We decided, hey, they got this thing called the student council. Why don't we run? And we flipped a coin to see who would be president, who would be vice president. I won the head, so I was president. Jerry was vice president, and that was a hoot because we were not the sharpest tools in the shed. But we had a good laugh about that, and I'll share with you some of our parting comments when I saw him here just about a month ago. But so fast forward, he moves. I was going to say, the high school that we went to was our sophomore class was 1,200 kids, and they actually had a TV studio that they did morning broadcasts. So Jerry got involved in that. He really blossomed in high school. He got involved in drama. That's where he really discovered his love of the theater. Of course, he moves here in the 70s. He works for the television station. He discovers the Playhouse here. And that's kind of where our paths split a little bit. We didn't see each other as much. Adjective number 2 for my dear friend Jerry, and if he was standing right next to me, he'd go absolutely right, would be adjective number 2 is complicated. And what I mean by that is, I never heard from Jerry. I would call him over the next 40 years, 3 or 4 times a year, and we'd have a conversation. He'd always loved to have a conversation. I'd drive over, we'd spend time. But if it was up to our friendship for him to be calling me, that wasn't something that was going to happen. Just wasn't what he did. But so fast forward to here about 6 weeks ago. I was thinking about him, and I just talked with my brother early in the morning. He'd been on my mind. I haven't talked to him in a while, and so I called him on a Friday morning. How you doing, Jerry? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. But where are you at? Well, I'm in the hospital. I've got pneumonia. And I knew of his emphysema. I thought, that's not good. And of course, no invitation. He didn't want anybody, being around. But I decided I was going to come over. So I threw stuff in a bag, hopped in the car. I'm in Naples. Made it over at 7 o'clock. Got to go in and see him. And we had about 30 minutes on Friday night. I was back the next morning. Had another, 30 minutes or so. Which would be the last time we had an opportunity to speak. But so in the time that we had those last 2 days, we reflected on the student council thing and some of the silly stuff that we did, and just had a really good time. He wasn't afraid. He thought he was going home also, and he was. But if it doesn't wear that's this way, he goes, I'm kind of I'm kind of excited about what's on the other side. So I thought that was kind of cool. And he also said to those of you here, he also said, you know, Rich, he looked me in the eye and said, you know, I was really good. I was really good. And he said, what I would give to have my feet on those boards again. And he just had a faraway look in his eye. But so all of you made a huge difference in Jerry's life. This was his home. So with that, I got a little ditty, little tune I'm going to do. I may not make it through, but you're theater people. You'll probably know the lyrics. You help me out, all right? All right?
Okay.
Hi.
Boy.
You've got to give a little, take a little, let your poor heart break a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. You gotta laugh a little, cry a little, before the clouds roll by a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. As long as there's the two of us, we've got the world and all its charms. And when the world is through with us, we've got each other's arms. You've got to win a little, lose a little, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. That's the story of, that's the glory